Hi, Snipe Trading here. Today is March 25th, Thursday, and I'll be going over my recap for today. So before I get started, I had a comment in one of my video and was asking how did I short some hard to borrow stocks on TD Ameritrade. And to short hard to borrow stocks on TD Ameritrade, you need to be signed up onto the hard to borrow program. Which requires a minimum of 100,000 funding, and it's you get approved once you have that funding, and you just need to call TD Ameritrade, and then they'll approve your account, telling you the risk of hard to borrows and things like that, and then you just gotta accept it, and then you'll be in the hard to borrow program. And the second part is am I in a simulated account? How did I get these, or paper account? So here's my desktop. So usually a paper trade account, this would be till, and then your account info will have it will say simulated prices or numbers, and here are my trades for today. And then if you go to account statements, and I think the trades in question was Arrow, AYRO, and so let me go back 3 days. So 3 days, and let's go to let me sort this way. So sort by 23rd. And here is my shorts on Arrow in chronological order. Shorted 956, cover here, and here you can see all my orders for AYRO and ONCY. So these are my short trades that I short, and these were hard to borrow at that time. And these are all the stocks that I shorted this day. So yeah, to get signed up in the hard to borrow program, you will, once you get approved, you get a nightly recap, and I'll show you some statements on this. So load at this one. So here's my TD Ameritrade account, and if you go to the bell, I get a nightly summary. Click on there, and here you will find the nightly summaries of the borrows. So yesterday I shorted ONCY and what was the other stock? Arrow. So Arrow is not on this day, it was that another day. Here we go. Okay, so it's in this statement. So you can see that the hard to borrow program, I shorted ONCY and AYRO. So AYRO was actually expensive, short 3,000 shares or locate 3,000 shares, and it was a cost of $18 there. So those are the borrow nightly recaps that I get in the evening. So all right, so let's go to my recap. So today I made a total of net $76, and it was a pretty tough day. I started the day pretty red and then ended the day green with a nice short on PRQR. So let's start with PRQR first as my first. So PRQR, you can see here, I had a decent short here off this inverted cup and handle. The chart was really extended on the hourly time frame, so I was looking to short that inverted cup and handle, cover, re-add it on that pop, and then cover here. So I had orders out because this stock tend to wick a lot. So I had orders out, and then it got filled around the 794 area on average. And then I stopped out the rest here when it was breaking the 5-minute trend. So that was a decent win. And then I tried to short this bear flag right here. It had a little wick for the inverted cup and handle, bear flag, and then I covered. This was a small loss, like $40 loss, give away some profits there. And then I end up trying to short again after this fell high of daybreak. I went ahead and looked for a short and just covered there when it didn't break. And then a couple more scalps here, was pretty break even. And then I had another great trade. So this time you got a fell flag here, and I went ahead and took that short on that inverted cup and handle, risking 920s, and the $8 break would retest at least the 30-minute trend or the hourly. It ended up bouncing on the 30-minute trend here around 865 or so. But that was a decent win of 294 on PRQR. So the next trade was ZOM. So this is also hard to borrow, and you need to be on the hard to borrow program to get this shares available. But I shorted here for this inverted cup and handle. Lower highs, break, cover on the 15-minute trend. Another chance to reshort the pop there and then cover, but didn't. Took my eyes off it. So that was ZOM for a $226 win. Next trade was CIDM. So CIDM was a little tricky. It had a flag here. I went ahead and bought that flag. It didn't immediately break out, so I went ahead and downsized, minimized my shares and risk, and then took it off when that inverted cup and handle on the 1-minute chart for the reversion. So I stopped out there on the 1-minute reversal. And then it had another flag here later on. So this was a decent looking flag. Support or resistance became support. Flag line drawn. Break of it. Went long there, 3,000 shares. Downsized a bit because it wasn't going. And then took some profits along the way there, and then stopped out the rest. And then I end up buying for another breakout here for break even, and then I think this was, yeah, so I end up taking a loss here, and then made it back on this break for a total of $57 on the CIDM. Next trade is CTRM. So CTRM had a nice short, end up adding and giving away some, but same thing, inverted cup and handle right here. Took the short on the 80 break. My final target was 78 cents. It went to like 78.50s or so. I covered most of them there. Went ahead and tried to reshort the pop here at for 15,000 shares. Ended up stopping out because I thought this was going to be a lower high here, but it actually popped a little bit more towards the 80 one more time before going back down. But that was a small win for $3 nonetheless. Next trade is HOFV. So this was I also saw an inverted cup and handle here, looking for a short. Didn't really short, it kind of went in and out here a couple times and pretty much broke even. But it was a potential inversion of the 15-minute chart. It actually did a fake out break and then went back to the 15-minute chart here. So that's HOFV for pretty much break even, $8 loss. CYH, $44 win. So this one had a inverted cup and handle forming, looking for that 5-minute test, didn't really get it. Had some opportunity to take, either profits or a little bit of profit here, but ended up squeezing me out here for a $44 loss. And next trade is AMC. So AMC, I think it was attempted short. So you can see there, try short for the 15-minute retest. Ended up breaking out, and 15 minutes slowly caught up, as well as the 5-minute. So there I took a $68 loss on AMC. My last trade, EXPR, this was my biggest loser for today, and it was pretty much like 4 trades, 4 losses on here. So initially this was an inverted cup and handle I saw, shorted that, didn't expecting that 5-minute test, didn't work. Then it started putting another cup and handle, tried again and failed again. So I was down 200 here, losing 100 from each stops there. And then I went for another trade here, and it was a long trade. So I saw the cup and handle forming, went long here, didn't break, stopped out, and then tried long again here, went long, had like 3-cent move here that I could have took profit, but I ended up just stopping out and then trying to short and stopped out. So pretty much no luck here on EXPR. And yeah, one of my rules that actually implement this, to not trade the same ticker after losing twice on it, and that would have avoided some of my losing. It would have been a decent win if I have minimized this loss. But all in all, up a total of $76 for today. Not too bad considering I was red the whole morning. But yeah, that seems to be the trend lately, being red in the morning and making it back in the afternoon. But yeah, if you enjoy the content, be sure to hit the subscribe button, give me a like, and hit the notification bell to be sure you get the latest video. All right, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye.